I'm gonna pick on your brain here a little bit, Tommy. This is where I want to challenge you a bit.
All right.
So we've been talking about data flows Gen 1. I recently have been playing with a little bit. And again, I don't have a ton of experience in this one. But if you have an import model and you have tables that are in that import model, you can turn on the ability for those tables in the import model to be automatically exposed into your Lakehouse. I saw you knit your eyebrows there for a second. So for those of you on camera, Tommy gave me a little,
Okay. Yeah,
double
yeah,
take.
yeah.
If Tommy was drinking his coffee, he would have done a little spit take here on this one.
It would have
What
been
is
a
it?
slight spit take, at least
What are you, what are
inside
you,
kind of
what are
thing.
you talking about?
I might have managed
Yeah.
it, but yeah.
So you can take an existing import model, and if you turn on allow this data to be accessed from the Lakehouse, those existing models, it brings in the data, it's able to read it, but those models can be
why did I do
accessed, or those tables can be accessible through a Lakehouse.
why would I do
Well,
that?
think of it this way, right? The data flows Gen 1 experience is kind of old and antiquated. Those Power BI models that you built previously have maybe
Oh,
like
yeah.
you could essentially think of there's a single semantic model that has an import mode that's schedulally
Okay.
running. It has a handful of dimension tables in it. Well, what if I don't want to reuse those dimension tables and build a whole other? So here's my point. My point is I had a semantic model. I have some dimension models in it. I don't want to rebuild all of the data engineering to go build a data flow Gen 1 or Gen 2. Like it's already running. That report runs. It does its job. There's already a
Mhm.
handful of dimensions that are there. Why can't I just connect to them and reuse them other places? That's the point of the data flows Gen 1. Rip out the Power Query portion, shove it
Yeah.
into a common table that you could then reuse in multiple places. This is the same experience, except I don't need to do any of that. I can still stay in my happy place of Power BI desktop. I can build all the things that I want there, publish my model, and then have the model refresh on its cadence. And now I get all those tables by default in a lakehouse that I could then go use other places.